what is your view on current development in Ekiti?
I would say, well, let me thank the government for the current development, but I believe they can still do more. So they have been investing in traditional development that sometimes I also encourage them to do not traditional development or infrastructure. What I mean by not traditional infrastructure, because the man that is leading us is a man of high repute, and they all have a lot of technological advancements, and I believe that some of non-traditional infrastructures, like all of us have been to Dubai, some of us have been to Dubai, that you enter, I want to see that when you enter Ekiti, you see good roads, better roads, and when you even go to some point, you see free internet, and you enter our market, you see free internet there, that people can even work. This is not really a big, when you get to Dubai, as you are getting to the airport, you are see free internet. You get some markets, you are see free internet. So I think people, we should copy all those countries. And so they have moved from traditional infrastructure to non-traditional infrastructure, right, to digital infrastructure, and I believe our government should do that. So because we are knowledge-based, we should have the knowledge-based economy now, so that whereby I can stay in my house and I still be studying. I have free internet that I can access. So the stage of development, the roads, we still need, it's a continuing development. We still need more to be done on the road. So people come to Ekiti, they find good roads. We should take Ekiti as a country. You should get to Kuwait. It's a small country. The population is not up to Ekiti. Qatar, I think their own population is not up to Ekiti. So we should take ourselves as Ekiti. Then I believe for the governments to, even for Ekiti to own an, what do I call it, helicopter. Are you getting me? You have helicopter that all this form of crime, it can be caught. When you see, if anything happen, let's say for instance, something happened in Omo, within 5 minutes, a helicopter can move from Ado and get to Mo, and they will get the armed robber along the way. Then also, I'm expecting now that every street in Ado should have CCTV camera. The CCTV camera will also, that's what I mean by non-traditional infrastructure. Like when you are entering the Ado and you get to the city, then the CCTV, when the CCTV camera is watching you, will put you on caution. And the police doesn't even need to say that when you are doing something funny, before you know it, they have signaled it, they will capture it. So then the security network will be less expensive. So, and it will be more efficient and effective. So this is what I mean by non-traditional infrastructure. So we should develop on those things. Then when people know that the state or the country is safe, we used to say something in finance, money does not like noise. Are you getting me? Money does not like noise. If the country is quiet and the country is safe and the judiciary or the legal system is okay, people, the investor will come. So if we want investors in Ekiti, we should make Ekiti a heaven, a safe heaven, that, oh, in Ekiti, in fact, the armed robber will be saying, we can't go there. The kidnapper will say, we cannot go there, because CCTV everywhere. We can do even through PPP. For instance, just a suggestion with due respect and with full sense of humility, you can say, okay, the banks in bank roads, I want you to put CCTV. I can even give you tax-free something. And the development I want you to do for in Ekiti is that you put CCTV in ABC market. They will do it as the social responsibility. So when they do it, before you know it, then the old state is a camera state. Then with that camera, if anything happens, as we are watching ourselves, they can even trace it. This is the person, this vehicle, this is the number of the car, and the person will be traced. Then two, if they have this helicopter, which I don't believe it is too much, even we are lucky we are being governed by intellectual. If the governor of the state will combine with governor of Ondo State, and they can have one helicopter, because if there's anything happen, the helicopter should be strictly made for security, and they will be tracing it. If maybe those criminals are going inside the bush, the helicopter will be going and will be signal. Oh, people in Emure block the road. Oh, they have turned to a Ikare, block the road. Then they have what they call helicopter view. And by that time, in the advanced country, we find out that the armed robber, we have criminals in every way, but the way they police them, they find it difficult to operate. In fact, without shooting a gun, before they know it, they will surrender themselves. So you see that that place will be safe. Nobody wants to be caught. So if they know they were going to be caught, they will desist. So I want such development. And one thing personally, sometimes I ask myself, and I ask some of our leaders that, well, some of us who have been to other countries, we see good things there. And I believe it's our responsibility when we come home, let's replicate what is being done in other countries that is better than the way we are doing it. So if we put such things there, you see if the security is safe, the economic will improve tremendously.
Today in Ekiti State, some banks have closed in the rural areas as a result of spate of armed robbery attacks.
Yes,
what advice do you have for the banks?
Well, I will, not only the bank that I have advice for, is also for the government, because one of the primary functions of the government is to provide security for the people. And that is why in each state, they are the chief security officer. But unfortunately, sometimes what recently happened that is, the governor doesn't have control over the police, they don't have the control over the army, and the chief security of their state sometimes is falling. But what I will suggest is that the government, that's what I'm trying to say, that they should make security primary importance. That you can do your business. I told you the story. I went to a very far place in Ghana. We are coming, the road is safe. You have bank in every area. I've never heard of any bank robbery. If there's any stealing, the next day the armed robber will be caught. No armed robber wanted to be caught. So that's one, they will desist from committing crime. So I will not just say if a bank has been robbed 2 or 3 times, I won't advise the bank to go and put a bank there. But if the government, in collaboration with the private institution, can provide security in that place, then I believe the economy will, the bank wants to where it is safe. You know that sometimes someone said, there's an appointment in South Africa. I said, the crime rate in South Africa is high. I don't want to go. Nobody wants to go to a crime area, no matter the amount of the money. I said, forget about the job. I said, even my friend had something, because when you are going in South Africa, when you are going from the airport, you'll be looking at bank front and front. So left and front. So some people want to maintain their peace. That's why I told you earlier on that money does not like noise. They want a quiet place. Yeah. So if we want those areas to be developed, government should provide adequate security for the modern technology security. Not Ekiti State is so small. Ekiti State can be make a camera state that each local government, they should have camera. They should have camera, each local headquarters, and our boundary. Okay, for instance, if there's an helicopter in Ekiti, and if there is a crime in Efon, within 10 minutes or 5 minutes, the helicopter will get to Efon. But on the road, it may not. So, but when they know that they cannot know where to hide, I trust our governor. I think he's doing his best, and I think he will also do better. That they make it that nowhere to hide for criminal. They will leave.
People of the Fountain.